8 popular luxury items I think are not worth your money. Stick around. Hi everybody and welcome back. Yes, today we are talking about 8 very popular luxury items that I just think are not worth your money. And I think you might agree with me on this one. Before we get into all that, I want to give a big shout out to Sunburn. Hi Sunburn, how are you? Mwah. Lovely to have you here, and in your comments I always see you commenting down below. And the fragrance of today, before we jump into popular luxury that's not worth your money, this one definitely is. And this is the beautiful Bulgari Omnia Paraiba. It is tropical and floral and fruity, sweet citrus fresh. The top notes are orange and passion fruits, mid notes are flower and passion fruit, and the base notes are cacao and vetiver. She is, as I said, sweet and citrus and fresh and floral and fruity, and will get you in the mood for your hollybops. Anybody going on any hollybops? Because I know I will be. Ah, absolutely just perfect for the beach. Even the colour, look at the colour of her, just aquamarine blue. She's a little beauty. I actually have this one years and I hadn't been using her, and lately I've just decided I want to use her, and I've been using her over and over. She's just lovely. So it's lovely to have you here. And the number one of our top 8 luxury items and they're very, very popular luxury items that I just don't think are worth your money. The number one, I think, are designer items that are not good quality. Now, I think we've all experienced this one, whether it be in clothes and sequins are falling off, or threads are pulling, or there's just threads hanging out there, the garments are not finished well, or if it's in handbags, the quality has decreased. At the end of the day, we are paying for marketing and branding and PR and all of this kind of stuff with the designer brands, but with that, we need quality. That is certainly what I look for in designer brands, is quality, and I think you should too. And I think we should be quite discerning in this one, whereas we should just not buy them if the quality is not up to par. If it's in handbags, maybe go vintage, but go on the pre-loved market, because production has gone up so much, and the companies are trying to keep up with production and supply for the consumers. The quality tends to be dipping. So we have to be more discerning as a consumer and just not accept if our designer items that we're paying our hard-earned money on and giving it out, and if it's not up to scratch, just don't buy it. We have to be smart. We can't just pay for the name and the logo, which is what we do a lot, but we need to have the quality also. So make sure the items that you're dishing your dough out on are up to quality. Fancy things you can only wear once. Now, I think we've all been here, whether it be party wear, cocktail wear, going to a wedding. It's a lot to do with formal occasions. I know for a fact, a lot of my evening dresses, party dresses, cocktail dresses are all sitting prettily in my closet, and they haven't had obviously a chance to go out over the last 2 years, but certainly even in past times when we were going out, really you don't want to be kind of seen in the same outfit again a lot of the time, and you only get to, you might pay $1,000 or €1,000 for a dress, or 2,000, whatever it may be, and you wear it once. I mean, that is really not getting value for money. So what I would recommend here, there are so many different websites out now that are renting, and you can rent a formal evening gown for, and I mean literally fraction of the price, and you are getting absolutely value for your money, plus you are getting up to the minute, up to date items, and then you don't have to store them in your closet, wasting your closet space. You wear it once, you give it back, cost per wear, absolutely phenomenal. And there are so many. Actually, I'll find a few for you and I'll link them down below. I know we have a few here in Ireland, and there's definitely some in the States and in the UK and all over the world. So I will find a few, and it is something. I know there's Rent My Runway, I think it is, in London. People are doing it with handbags. I actually was going to do it with handbags years and years ago, and it just wasn't the right time at that time. And I just think it's an amazing, I mean, if you don't have to buy it these days, you can just rent it, whatever it may be. It's not taking up space in your house, in your closet, and I just think it's a fabulous idea. This one is a pet peeve of mine. It's something I have been guilty of over and over again in the past, and it is uncomfortable designer shoes. You know, the ones that pinch on the side of your toe or hurt your heel, or you're walking funny after a nightclub And it's not because you just had a few drinks, it's because your shoes are hurting. And now what I like to call car to bar shoes, that's literally what they are. You can literally put them on in the car, walk to the bar, and then by the time you get to the bar, you're in agony and you can't wear these shoes anymore. Case in point, and I have showed you these before, these beauties. Now, these, as you know, they are Camilla Elphick, and they are stunners. I've wore them once, I've talked about them before, and they might suit somebody else. If anybody's interested, just let me know. They're too pointy for me, and they were crippling my feet. So they for me are an absolute no. I've heard also, and please let me know actually if you have any news on this, but the Mock and Mock shoes, which I think are absolutely beautiful. Just stunning, stunning shoes, but I hear they're very, very uncomfortable as well. And of course, we all know about the renowned Christian Louboutin. Stunning. I've had those in the past, and they're an absolute no for me. I've had, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 pairs. I don't know how many pairs I've had of them, but not one pair, not one, were comfortable. So again, I may be wrong. Maybe somebody has some comfy pairs there. This is just my opinion, and I'm just not doing uncomfortable designer shoes. Oh yeah, here's like $1,000, 700, 800 euro. Here you go, no problem at all for a pair of uncomfortable shoes. I mean, it's just madness. Cuckoo. The next thing, number 4, that I think is just not worth your money. I've touched on this before, but I really, really want to stress that LV jewellery, Chanel costume, fashion jewellery, I think some of it, particularly some of the Chanel, looks amazing, and maybe one piece is nice to have in your wardrobe, but apart from that, particularly LV, it's just not worth it. It's brass, it's metal, it's not like gold, it's not silver, and to be very honest, even Louis Vuitton's, you know, fine jewellery that they have. I mean, they have, is it the fleur de lis little necklace pendant they have, which is very like Van Cleef. and I'm wearing it here on my wrist. It's very, very like Van Cleef. Louis Vuitton are not known for jewellery. Chanel are not really known, well, they are, I suppose, for their earrings and fashion, but I would prefer to go with a brand that is known for their jewellery. If it's a watch, go for a watch brand. If it's a jewellery, go for a jewellery brand rather than LV, Hermes. They're known for their handbags. I know Hermes have done a broad range over the years, but particularly in this case, LV, I wouldn't be buying anything fine jewellery from LV or their fashion jewellery. I would stay well away from it. I would, you know, hand my money over to even Tiffany, even though I know you're paying for their logo and name as well, but they're a you know, worldwide famous jewellery brand, and I would rather go with that. Or even go down to your local jeweler and get some real gold, real silver, or real diamonds, and you're getting value for money rather than paying out thousands for brass and metal. Just not going to do it. Number 5 is roller luggage. Now, I have touched on this one before, but again, I've touched on the Louis Vuitton luggage, which I think is amazing. Would I love some in my collection? 100% yes, I love it. The only reason I wouldn't buy it, the only reason I think it's ridiculous is, have you ever seen those guys? Come on, we all have. We've all seen them when we're looking out the window on the airplane and they're throwing your luggage on and you're going, that you're having heart attacks, and they're literally flinging it up in the air and kicking it and throwing it on and playing games. That's because they're bored when they're throwing the luggage on the airplane. Not unless you have a little man or somebody to carry your luggage for you and you're flying in private jet or being collected or it's being carried and handled with care. That's a completely different story. But that's not what we're talking about here. The next thing I think is definitely not worth your money. Just don't. This is just a total flex item. Total. And it is the Louis Vuitton earbuds. Who needs them? Do you know? I mean, yeah, it's a flex. Yeah, I'm on the plane. Look at my earbuds. They're lovely. They're Louis Vuitton. They're nice. And you might go, well, Viv, you have like a reattached earring. Yeah, I do. And yeah, that probably is a bit of a flex, but it's, you know, it's diamonds at least. These earbuds that you can get from Apple are whatever amount they are, a couple of hundred. But the Louis Vuitton ones are 1,010 euro for the pleasure of wearing Louis Vuitton in your ears. So you can kind of show everybody your earbuds, say, look, aren't they lovely? Not only that, how many, come on, hands up here. How many people have lost an earbud? How many people? Because I nearly have a couple of times. They fall off everywhere, wouldn't fall out. What if they fell out in the swimming pool? I mean, what if you got electrocuted? I just don't think they're worth it at all. I think they're pretty to look at, but even at that, I mean, they're nothing amazing, do you know? They really aren't. And don't get me started on these earbud earrings. Have you seen those? Oh, by the way, do you like this one today? This one is a little one I got. I don't even know where I got that. I wore it to a wedding. I have a pair, but I just wore one today. It's only fashion jewellery. But anyway, yes, I digress. I was talking about the earbud earrings, these ones from Louis Vuitton, €240. So you can actually hang them out of your earbuds. Now look, if you want to do it and you love them, and that's the other thing, if you're getting value out of something and you just love it and you just have to have it, well then you go for it. Don't be listening to me. Don't mind me at all. I'm just giving my opinion out here, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but this is what I certainly wouldn't be, but then we're all different, and that's what makes us interesting. Now the next thing is phone jewellery. And by phone jewellery, I mean, do you remember the beautiful, and it absolutely is beautiful, LV trunk phone case? Yeah, it's gorgeous. Who would buy this? Why would you buy it? You know, you upgrade your phone, it's a different size, it's a different model, all the rest of it, and the phone case is no longer in use. Now, unless you've got some serious value for money out of yours and had it for however long, again, that's a different case. For me, no, not worth it at all. They give your phone no protection either, so just wouldn't be going for it. Now number 10, no, it's not number 10. Now number 8, the very last one I will not be giving my money away on is these little bags and purses. Now the first one is Fendi First Nano. Now I love the Fendi First. You know how much I've been saying over and over how much I love the Fendi First. I just think it's incredible. But are you having a laugh? I mean, as gorgeous as the Fendi First Nano is, and it is, and it's so cute and so adorable. And I will be very honest, one night, late at night, I was flicking through my phone, and yes, I'm on a no buy, low buy year, but I was flicking through my phone and I was like, oh God, I'm not gonna get the Fendi First, so I'll just put this in my cart. You ever have those little thoughts? And I'll just put this in my cart and yeah, nobody will know, it'll be fine. Well, I'm glad I didn't for a start, because I watched a video on it. And in that video, you can't even fit a credit card, a bank card, nothing fits in that little Fendi First. At least, and I love, love, love the Fendi Baguette. Absolutely, the Nano is gorgeous. It fits about, I think, 8 cards. Like, that's practical for a little Nano bag. It's beautiful, I love it. And I will definitely be adding it into my collection somewhere down the road. Love that. And then the last but not least one that I would not be adding, and for reasons, again, not because I don't think it's beautiful, because I do think it's beautiful, and it is none other than the Bottega Veneta Jodie, the mini Jodie. And the reasons I wouldn't be buying this is I've heard lots and lots of people doing reviews and saying, giving their opinions, saying that they can't, it's just not very functional. They're trying to open the zip, it's really, really awkward. It's awkward to get anything into or awkward to get anything out of. And then when you're trying to zip it open or closed, it's really, really awkward. So for that reason, I don't think, if I was to get it, I would love it in the green, in that apple green. I think it's gorgeous. And who has it? Cat L has it. Few people have it. It's just beautiful. But no, not for me. If it's going to be something that, you know, you're splashing out your cash on, I want it to be convenient, I want it to work, I want to be able to use it every day, get the value of it, enjoy it, have fun with it. That's what these items are for. If we're working hard for our cash, we want to enjoy all these things and not be getting frustrated and annoyed and all the rest of it. And so that is my little 2 cents worth there. And actually I have one more I just had to throw in, and that is the Dior book tote, and I have talked about this before, in the mini size. Does that not look like something you get on a makeup counter free with your makeup gifts? No, makeup items, purchases, does not? Or Christmas? And again, I'm not here to offend anybody. My opinion, it's just overpriced for what it is. Look, I love Dior. I love the oblique Dior. It is stunning, but I certainly wouldn't be forking out my hard-earned cash on that bag. There's just no way. I don't know why I've had about 5 different voices there in the last 2 seconds, but that's just the way it is. So that's it, my loves, for today. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope I've given you some value. If I have, you might hit the old red button down there and the bell. And until next time, be kind, be safe, be compassionate. Love you lots. Mwah.